we stand back and ask ourselves this question, what's causing the massive slowdown in growth? There are three factors at play here. One is what I describe as a shift in the center of gravity of Chinese economic policy towards the left over several years now. And we see that through a range of policy measures which the government has introduced. And that has frankly spooked the Chinese private sector. The second and more immediate cause is what you've just referred to, zero COVID lockdowns, and of course the prospect of a further repeat of that, at least in partial form in Shanghai now. And the third factor, again of which they've got no control, is now the emerging shape of the global economy. And China still depends on net exports to fuel so much of its overall growth. What can they change out of that mix? Zero COVID, no. State of the global economy, not so long as Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping's friend, has anything to do with it in Ukraine. But on the first set of measures, or causes, which is this leftward shift in economic policy, I think the only measure that's really available to the government in the absence of large direct stimulatory measures would be to simply take the foot off the Chinese property sector and allow it to resume its normal activity. It's also a question of once bitten, twice shy. And so if there is to be a U-turn or a course correction in some of the left-leaning economic policies brought in by Xi Jinping in recent years, there's an open question as to whether the Chinese private sector would simply say, well, that's terrific, we're back to normal now, or would they say, what will happen after the 20th Party Congress when Xi Jinping is reappointed in October, November this year? Will we then be heading ideologically back towards the left? That's why we have a problem in terms of long-term confidence.